Hello, everyone. DJ Sandra D here from OWWR. Give everyone a minute to come back inside the room. See if we can make this happen. We have a fantastic interview that's about to happen with a great volunteer from Operation Smile. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but that's okay. I'll give a second for everyone to jump back in here. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good afternoon. All right, we got Kate. Hi, Kate. How are you? Good afternoon. Hello, WBCW. How are you, our friends down there in Orlando, Florida? All right, we got LJ. Hi, LJ. How are you? How you doing today? We're having some technical difficulties, so my apologies. It happens. It's all good. I'm excited for all of you to hear this interview. It's going to be so fun. So fun. And we're all going to educate ourselves on what Operation Smile is. If you haven't heard of the organization, you're going to know so much more about it afterwards, which is great and awesome. So we'll just wait for our friend Will to come back in. Again, if you're tuning in, we're about to talk to someone from a fabulous organization. He's actually a student volunteer from Operation Smile. We're excited to have him on here. Hello, Maggie. How are you? Good afternoon. Hold on. We're bringing you in, Will. Yay!
Hey!
Hi, Will.
How
Thanks
are
for
you?
being so patient.
Yeah, that was tough. How are you?
It's all good. Good. How are you?
Great. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for being on. I'm so excited to have you. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to chat all about your experience. So there's a fantastic initiative that our friends from Operation Smile are doing. It's called the Serving Smiles Initiative, which is so cool. I think that's such a great thing. And this is something that you came about. So before we talk about that, how about you tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
My name's Will Clifford. I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia. And this year I took a year off in between high school and college. And I was basically traveling through South America and Latin America learning Spanish. Um, the year got cut short due to the virus, and it was a little tough for me to get home from Ecuador because airports were closing, yada, yada, countries were closing. But I got home early with about a month and a half left of traveling. And I'm not in school right now, so I have nothing to do. And this sounded like a great initiative to take on and help out the community with.
Oh, that's so great. I love that. I love that you came up with this. I'm glad you're back safely, first of all. That's fantastic. And it's very
Thank
cool. You decided
Thank
to just kind of come up with this idea, kind of take the quarantine. I know it's tough because we're kind of cooped in and we can't really go anywhere, but it's a great idea because we can come up with ideas and kind of use them. And this is exactly what you did. So I think we should talk about Operation Smile because I know there's a lot
Yeah.
of you out there who are joining us who don't know about Operation Smile. So how about you tell everyone out there about Operation Smile?
Yeah, of course. Operation Smile is a nonprofit organization, and basically their goal is to help children and adults around the world with cleft lip conditions, which is basically just when they have a small cut in their lip or large cut, as well as cleft palate conditions, which is when they have a hole in their palate. And this is really important because it's not all about how you physically look. Being born with these conditions also affect how someone eats, how someone drinks, whether or not they can hear, and it can lead to other health complications. So this is a great organization, and we have turned our focus to kind of helping out our community.
I love that. So great. It's first of all, a phenomenal organization. The work that is being done with some amazing volunteers like yourself is just great. And the reason why I brought Will on here is because he's a fantastic volunteer, and it is National Volunteer Week, which is amazing. Of course, Operation Smile has thousands of volunteers all over the world, not just here nationally, but all over the world, as well as student volunteers like yourself. And student volunteers, you're doing something really cool to support healthcare workers and other hospital employees on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. So tell us about the Serving Smiles initiative, what you came up with.
Of course. So basically what we came up with, we break it down into 3 steps. The first thing, even before we even get to the hospitals, the restaurants are definitely struggling right now due to no one's going out. They can only have takeout. So the restaurants are struggling, and this has been a great way to kind of get in with restaurant owners. And of course, we are paying for these meals, so it helps out their business. The second thing, we want to bring food into the hospitals because we know right now medical staff are the most stressed of all people in the world, and bringing a meal in takes another item off their list during the day. So that's another thing we really focused on. And then the third thing, like I said, I'm home. I have nothing to do. This is also empowering students to kind of give back to their own community, especially when their community is in need.
Absolutely. So there's a ton of hospitals across the nation that you're delivering these meals to, including New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Texas, Utah, and California, which are also taking part, which is amazing. And more than 1,500 lunches have been provided to these hospitals, which is incredible. I think that's so awesome, including this week you had Lenox Hill in Manhattan
Yes.
and Mount Sinai Elmhurst in Queens. That's fantastic
Yeah.
to deliver all those meals. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's been good. Some of this, it's a little bit, students aren't necessarily delivering food in some states, but another great thing we've been doing, some kids have been putting together thank you videos for staff in the hospitals. And this has just been cool to see how kids with the technology, they just put little clips together, or like 20 students have been in the clip, like a minute video. And it kind of just shows the hospital staff that not only Operation Smile, but their communities are backing them.
Absolutely. And that's truly important is that everyone's kind of like backing everybody and we're kind of like cheering each other on. You know, they're working so long of days, 24-hour days. Sometimes they don't get a break to, you know, use the restroom or maybe eat something. So it's
Yeah,
great that we're providing something for them. That's awesome. And of course, you're doing this all safely, you know,
of
as you
course.
explained. You're kind of doing it and dropping everything off, making sure everything is super safe. I think that's kind of like the whole point is to make sure you're wearing protective equipment, of course, keeping your social distancing, and at the same time, making all these hospital workers smile, which is amazing. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a very it's a simple. I've become a delivery boy basically, um, but it's simple. You just need gloves, a mask. All the food that's coming out of these restaurants is clean, of course. So as long as my car is clean, as long as I'm clean, it should get to the hospital clean. Also, they have me meeting at an outside location of the hospital. In this instance, it's the parking lot in the parking garage. So I just pull up to the parking garage, unload the food with gloves and a mask on. I've met some great people from the hospital staff. It's a really easy process.
That's so great. Oh my goodness. And I'm sure the reaction has been pretty cool. You've been able to see some of these reactions of the people you're delivering to, right?
Yes, I've met a couple women who typically take the food off of me. It's been great to interact with them. They're very thankful. And I think the great thing is the whole reason Operation Smile decided to do this was to basically be grateful for these medical workers and show our appreciation. But what's great is that they are reciprocating this 100%. They're very grateful for all the food they're getting. I've gotten a lot of pictures from inside the hospital. Every time I show up with food, they're like, let's get a picture, let's get a picture. So it's been good meeting people and great to see how appreciative they are as well.
That's awesome. I've been posting a couple of those photos that I know you've taken, and they are so cool. They like brought a smile to my face because I'm like, that's so awesome that he actually got to see the reaction. Because it's cool when you're putting an idea together, you know, as your Serving Smiles initiative is, but when you see it kind of come to life, it makes you kind of feel really good. You're like,
Yeah.
wow, this is so cool. I got to do that, you
Yeah,
know?
my plan was to just deliver food the first day and then let the restaurants do it the rest of the time. But it's been good for me just to get out of the house and see their faces. It's been good.
That's awesome. That is so cool. You've done about a dozen deliveries so far. That's incredible. How do you do it? Like, are you like grateful that you're doing this? Is this something that you kind of want to continue to do in the future and kind of keep keep on giving back in a way that we can give back to all of our hospital workers and community?
Yes, of course. They've been grateful for the food every day. So, I mean, the plan is to continue this. But another thing, there have been many other students around Virginia Beach, around New York, all these other states, Utah, California, you said, Florida, who have really been helping out. And I think the process is the same. What I've been doing is just getting in touch with local restaurant owners, ordering food, and either a delivery truck from their restaurant brings it out, or I would go, in my case, I would go and pick it up at 11:30, and then the food's delivered to the hospital by noon. So it's a really simple process, but it's also been really good to kind of meet and show appreciation to the restaurant industry as well.
Absolutely. It comes full circle all around, basically, right?
Yeah.
That is fantastic. So, how could people out there, if they're tuning in and they want to help support Serving Smiles, how can they do so?
It's really simple. There, I think you posted it. It's https://bit.ly at OS Serving Smiles. https colon // bit.ly / at OS Serving Smiles. And you have it down there, right? Yeah,
Yes,
so it's
and
really
the great
simple.
part about it down there, you could just click on it and it'll bring you right to the link where you can actually donate right now.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's been great, but we also need help. We need funding and continued donations so we can continue to purchase meals.
absolutely. Definitely.
Did you get that? Did you get that?
Yeah.
I got a phone call. Did you get that?
Oh,
Okay.
good. It's okay.
And yeah, any amount of donation will help. Please help. Please donate. A lot of states are starting to do this, and we would like to continue it on for as long as possible.
Ah, that's amazing. Well, thank you to you and all the amazing volunteers at Serving Smiles that are doing this and basically, thanking everyone for all of us who have to stay home, who have to be quarantined. I think this is a wonderful thing you've been doing. You should be super proud of yourself. And I know that you're going to get a lot of people donating to your cause and, maybe some more volunteers for next year and we can keep it going for sure.
Hopefully, hopefully. Thank you very much for
Absolutely.
having me and for helping us with a platform to get this out there.
Anytime. Anytime you need anything, Operation Smile, I'm always here for you guys. You know that. You
You
can
did.
follow them at OSS Stud Pro. That's for the Serving Smiles initiative. And at Operation Smile, you can check out more on them as well. Thank you so much, Will. You're
Thank
fantastic.
you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Yes.
Sandra. Bye.
Have a great day and be
You
super
too.
safe, okay?
You too.
Thank all those hospital workers from us.
Of course. Of course.
Have a
Bye
great
bye.
day, Will.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.
All right, that was fantastic. Thank you so much to Will Clifford. Again, the link is below. If you'd like to donate, you can do it and push on it. It'll bring you right to the website, whatever you can, $1, $5. Remember, it's all going to this amazing cause that Will and the folks from Operation Smile are doing by their Serving Smiles initiative and bringing it to the local areas. Maybe this will be something that'll happen in all 50 states in the future. How cool would that be? So thank you so much to Will and the folks from Operation Smile. I know I'm smiling. I don't know about all of you out there. I think it's fantastic. And what a way to celebrate National Volunteer Week. I will catch you guys. My name, once again, is DJ Sandra D. You can catch me on OWWR and also just on the web also as well. Make sure you follow Sweet Beats Radio. Check me out at DJ Sandra D. And thank you guys so much. Thank you, Operation Smile. I hope this all leaves you with a fantastic smile today. Have a great day. Be kind and always look for the helpers.